Our political reporter, journalist Aldrin St-Pierre is, and of course President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to address workers there today. Aldrin, it is over to you.
And indeed, that rally here starts at around 11 o'clock, where, as you've indicated, Cyril Ramaphosa will be delivering the keynote address. But let's just quickly speak to another alliance partner about the state of the alliance, but quite more specifically, the state of COSATU, where the Federation finds itself at the moment. And right now I'm joined by Mhlekwa Nxumalo, who is the head of organizing for the SACP on a national scale. Let's quickly speak about the Federation stemming back from 2012. I was speaking earlier on to the president of COSATU as well as the DSG of the ANC, and she also says that that was probably the lowest moment for COSATU.
Good morning. For the past few years, I think 2 years to 3 years, as the SACP, we have openly engaged with our alliance partner, which is COSATU, with regard to the state of the Federation. And our worry has been that COSATU is facing serious challenges. And I think even COSATU, to some extent, agree with us, where most of its industrial unions have been weakened by various factors. And one of the factors, obviously, has been issues that are caused by the bosses, that what has been happening in various factories, where many of the workers that works as casual workers, they are not permanent, and which create quite serious problems for the union to organize itself. But also the problem that has been happening in the country is that when we went to May Day last year, COSATU also had its own challenges, which also affected the movement. You remember that the national rally that we had was held in Bloemfontein, where speakers that were meant to address the rally could not even speak, partly because workers rejected the former president of the ANC by then to address the rally. And I think since then until today, there have been some form of significant improvement on some of the areas. We have gained some form of in some certain areas, and I think we must use those areas to build on it, to strengthen COSATU and ensure that workers throughout the country are united. What we want to persuade workers is for them to unite. It won't help us to have workers that are fighting, irrespective of where they belong to.
Just quickly speaking about what happened in Mangaung last year, and I was there. Remember the president being heckled, and there were T-shirts, some saying 100% Zuma, some saying that Zuma must go at that time, and that really, in actual fact, did not take place. But here's the thing, though, about COSATU, that although COSATU as a federation may have taken a stance to recall the president, or to say that the president must be recalled, and this is something that has been happening even within the ANC itself, and similar to the ANC itself, there are members of COSATU who still felt that the president must continue his term. And now that the final decision has been taken by the ANC's NEC to recall the former president Jacob Zuma, how then do you make sure that those who've been supporting the former president don't feel left out?
Now, our view has been that once a decision has been taken by a structure, in this case by the ANC, our appeal has been that all ANC members should support that decision and ensure that we work together, irrespective of what has been our initial position or our initial feelings with regard to that particular view. And we have made this call in various forums, in our Joslovo event in January, during the Krizani event, to say we went to Nazareth in December, and the ANC took a decision to elect leadership. We may have certain views about who was elected and all those things. Our views now is that the ANC has to unite. The ANC has to confront some of the challenges that were even pointed out by the report of the Secretary General, and ensure that at the end we have the ANC that is united, that is able to lead the society in South Africa, especially going to the 2019 general elections.
Mhlekwa Nxumalo, thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this particular interview. Thank you so much. But we continue with our coverage of the May Day rally that's taking place here at the Isaac Wilfonson Stadium in Port Elizabeth, where we expect President Cyril Ramaphosa to be delivering the keynote address, his first May Day rally that he will be addressing here at the stadium. Let's go to a quick ad break.